You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
The billion-dollar scheme of what Trump truly wanted from FIFA, based on an article by Matthew Russer. Turning football into a wealth pipeline, the shape of the deal, Jared Kushner's firm, Thrive, is helping pitch a plan to raise up to $4.2 billion for FIFA by carving out its commercial operations into a new subsidiary. The proposal still needs approval from FIFA 211 member associations, and UEFA has already pushed back hard, warning that football is not something to be sold off as an asset. Who actually has power? The real power in this story sits with the people turning global sport into a financial instrument. Kushner, FIFA leadership, and the institutional investors being courted through sovereign wealth funds and blue-chip capital. The public-facing language is about structure and modernization. The governing reality is much uglier. Politically connected operator with a history of monetizing access is again positioned to profit from a system he has proximity to, not accountability to. The familiar Kushner pattern. This is not an isolated business story. The source text lays out the pattern plainly. Affinity Partners has already drawn scrutiny for raising billions from foreign sovereign wealth funds, including Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Qatar. Kushner previously profited while serving in government. He tried to build a resort in Albania. He had trouble getting a security clearance and still ended up inside the foreign policy apparatus. The through line is not expertise. It is leverage, the misdirection machine. The framing tries to make this sound like a sophisticated market play for a changing media economy. That is a distraction. The core issue is not whether live sports are attractive to investors. It is that a Trump family figure with direct financial ties to foreign capital is helping shape a major global sports deal, while the president himself stands to benefit from a political culture that rewards corruption as normal business. The language of commercial operations and institutional investors is just laundering for concentration of power. Football is not the asset. UEFA objection gets to the heart of the matter. Football is being treated as a tradable property, not a public cultural institution with millions of people attached to it. FIFA non-profit shell does not change the basic fact that the commercial upside is being reorganized for extraction. The proposed structure may preserve the governing facade while moving the money into cleaner, more profitable channels for insiders. The larger pattern. This is what oligarchic politics looks like when it is fully comfortable with itself. Public institutions and mass cultural life turned into vehicles for private gain, with democratic oversight reduced to a procedural vote after the real deal has already been assembled. Trump's network does not just blur ethics and governance, it depends on making that blur seem inevitable. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Alternate for today's article, with the automated voice of Kristen. Thanks for listening.